tell you one thing, I'm definitely here for that song. Absolutely love it. But continuing with the conversation, I'm hanging out with somebody I call a young king, somebody I recently met last year, somebody whose age still shocks me, and definitely a leader of the new school. In fact, he's actually pretty much running the new school game. Talk about Nasty C, also known as Junior, maybe to your family, right? Can I get in on a Junior package?
Yeah, I think you should. This is the second time we meet. So
okay, cool. So I'm part of the family now.
You get the privilege.
All right. Well, welcome to UMX. How you doing?
Thank you so much. I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
It's an honor to
You're quite privileged. I'll tell you why.
How?
Like, this is our first show. You're the second guest.
Speaking
but like, you're still fresh in the game.
So it all adds up.
Yeah?
Yeah,
it's quite a vibe.
Dope. It's pretty dope, yeah.
Okay,
I was actually speaking to somebody like before we came here, like on the stage, they were like telling me about the show and everything. It's pretty cool.
It's quite on, right? So welcome to my space. This is how we do it.
Thank you, I'm honored to be here.
So let's get straight into it. You're very young. You're 18.
9,
right?
Yeah.
You turned 18, even.
Turning 19.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay, we'll keep it at 19, just so you're not so like fresh out.
Yeah.
You're very young, but you've got a very hard sound, and I say this because I've listened to your Price City mixtape, which you mentioned is turning 1 on the 10th of Feb. How's that like?
It's pretty
young you, Nasty C.
I guess it hasn't changed much, because if you listen to like the Price City mixtape, the content that I actually have like on the tape and the songs that I do now, they sort of go hand in hand. Like the stuff I speak about now is still, in a way, connected to the stuff I used to say on the tape.
Right, but you're very young and you're very raw also.
Yeah, I think what helps a lot is the people that I hang around with and like reading books.
The older crowd, yeah?
The older crowd. I don't even have like more than 3 friends that are my age.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Now the groupies aren't your friends, or like extra squad?
What groupies? What is that? I don't know what that means.
You tell me. Go out at night.
I don't know what that is. Yeah, but it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. I like how people are actually like receiving the mixtape. Like a lot of people are going back to it now because they like need reference or to be sold on who Nasty C is besides the Juice Bag guy.
Yeah, which you got back.
Yeah.
Give me epileptically.
Hey, it was gone after dropping the mixtape. It was quiet. That's actually what I speak about in the song.
Yeah.
Like the tough times I went through after dropping the mixtape. Like everything was like quiet.
Creatively
like expected.
Expressive. Is that the journey? So you had given all your energy.
To making this tape, and I thought, you know what, this is the one.
Right.
Yeah, that tape was supposed to work as like a demo or something.
Okay, cool.
But then it was just like hype for like 2 weeks, and then.
But then it got rehyped again because everybody's having the same conversation, even though you dropped it a year ago.
Yeah. It was actually crazy. Like right now, like behind the scenes and everything, I was speaking to somebody and they were telling me like they look pretty old. I don't know if you guys take offense to that.
No, we don't. We're okay.
Okay.
We like being grown.
It's pretty mature. Let me use that term. And he was telling me how he was listening to it and he's got like favorite tracks, like more than 7 favorite tracks, and he says that they touch him. So for it to reach that far, I mean, that's a height that not every 18-year-old can reach.
This is very true.
So it's pretty dope.
I'm actually very curious to know where you were at mentally at that time, because you know your content is so intense. You're also very expressive, and you also speak about all sorts of things that you were getting up to. But again, like I say, you're pretty young. So where does the actual influence come from? Is from all the music that you listened to when you were 12, maybe? Who were you listening to when you were 12 that translates so smoothly and easily? It's
actually funny. The people that I used to listen to a lot don't actually influence my music or my sound in any way. Like right now, people could never tell. I listen to a lot of Young Thug right now.
Right.
But no one could ever tell. Yeah, but I guess the influence came a lot from the things that I was going through. I mean, it was pretty dope that I captured my whole life story at the right time.
Right.
Like, you know, in high school, you go through a lot of stuff, like everything from heartbreaks to getting introduced to new things, peer pressure, your parents kind of being on your neck about education and everything. So I guess I captured all of that like at the right time. I used all of that stress in a positive way.
Yeah, and that's making money for you.
Yeah,
now you don't stand in the lines no more. You
it's looking good. They have to get people.
To the bouncer,
they have
your
to get
manager
people
talks
to make a line. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. Like,
okay, cool. So I'm always gonna sort of make reference to the fact that you're young, because it's quite fascinating that you've obviously done this well. Do you ever feel a lot of pressure, because you're young, now you got people looking up to you like, oh, he's the savior, he's 18, but he's out here, he's doing the best, he's living his life, his music is everywhere. Caspers and David O's are like co-signing you, you know? How do you handle that as a young person who's still going through peer pressure, who's probably still very shaky and maybe slightly insecure, who's still trying to figure themselves out? How do you do that?
I think the fact that I've always been like an introvert helps, because I don't really listen to a lot of people. I don't really go to a lot of people for like to consult or ask if it'd be okay if I do this. How will this make me look? I've always like been the person that sticks to themselves.
Right.
You know, so like I guess there is like a bit of pressure because it's like a lot of people out there that tweet like every day. And like sometimes I feel as if like it's too much. It's like, nah, I can't be that good.
But it is, and I think you should own it.
Yeah, but sometimes when you own it, they say, you're not humble, you changed. Now that the lights,
but remember, you said you're not a person that sort of listens to a lot of people.
Well, I know, but a lot of people listen to a lot of people. That's the difference. I may not listen to them. I may not care what the hater says on Twitter, but that hater has more than 1,000 followers. And
that hater also still knows the lyrics to your song. So you win, don't you?
I guess, in a way. But when you see someone bashing like an artist or something, it doesn't really paint a good picture of them in your mind.
Right.
Like I know a lot of people probably see the first tweet about Nasty C being, Nasty C sounds too much like so-and-so.
Of course.
So then now when they listen to it, it's already planted in their mind. They already have that thought somewhere in there. So when they listen to it, they're like, you know what, this is right, this kid is... So then they go on and tweet. That's how the bad news spreads. And the bad news travels faster, way faster. Nothing could ever travel.
It does, but the bad news still says Nasty C.
I guess so. I guess it goes back to the, what? Any publicity is good publicity?
Sometimes, yes.
So, okay, yeah. I guess so.
Okay. So let's talk about the name Nasty C. There's a lot of things that are, okay, he's nasty. Nasty meaning nasty as in when it comes to the content that he speaks of nasty, or because he's so dope, he's nasty. I don't know if that even makes sense. Why did you decide to go on that, like with that name?
I guess it was based on my content. Like at 9 when I recorded my first song, I still remember it. The first person to ever record me was like, they were teasing me the whole time because of what I was rapping about. I was listening to a lot of Lil Wayne, so you could guess. I was rapping about all the wrong things I've never seen, touched, none of that.
Okay.
So then every time I went there, but he was close. He was like a good friend of my brother, so I used to go there like all the time, like every week. So every time I'm there, he like teases me. He used to like little bro me. I used to look up to him like all the time. So he'd be like, every time his friends are there, maybe they're just smoking or just chilling, he'd be like, that's that nasty kid, like because of my content, right? So it was like Nasty Cat for a while, but then I thought Cat was like cheesy.
Okay.
So I was like, because I was Man J that time, like J for Junior.
Okay, Man J.
Man
at
J.
9.
At 9.
You're the man at 9.
Yeah, pretty much. I've been getting the, you think like a grown-up thing like my whole life.
Yeah, I mean, when you listen to your tape, you actually think that you're listening to somebody who's way older. I guess that's the assumption because of your experiences and the kind of stuff and the depth that you have as well in your content is actually quite fascinating.
Yeah, but I guess we all go through it, but it's like some people choose to express it in different ways. Some people go through a hard time in their life and they choose vengeance. They do bad on other people.
Okay.
Some of us suck it in and you write it down.
And you write it and you just spread the message.
Pretty much.
Now I want to kind of go back to when you were 9. Like, what made you decide that, hey, I could actually rap? Is it like from hanging out with the guy that first recorded you? Was he that much of an influence in your life that you thought, hey, this is quite fascinating? Or is it just something that you've always known that you want to be a part of?
I guess he influenced me a lot because when I used to listen to like a lot of Lil Wayne, you know back then we used to play and pause a song just to get the lyrics right?
I know all about songbooks.
So you know.
I know all about that life.
Definitely. So primary school, if you didn't have one of those, you sucked. So I needed to have that. And like in the process of writing all of that, you obviously can't hear everything they're saying because you're like 8 to 9. So you put your own words in there, right?
Right.
So as you're doing that, I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't sound like Lil Wayne anymore.
Right.
So now I used to use those same Lil Wayne lyrics or that same flow and write my own stuff. And then until one day my brother was like, get 5 guys, don't you want to come with me? I like meet this dude. Because he was like a house music producer.
Okay.
So I was like, yo, just come with me.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, because I didn't have any friends, as I told you. I used to stay indoors the whole time. So he was like, hey, bro, you need to get out the house. So when we went there, the guy played a couple of songs. I didn't even know they were his. I didn't even know that you could just make a song. I thought you needed to be Lil Wayne to make a song.
Right.
So I was like, wait, what do you mean these are your songs? What do you mean? It's like you record them.
Okay.
So I recorded my first song.
And you also into production, yeah?
Yeah, I produced like majority of my stuff.
Wow.
That's where it came from. Because after seeing him, like I bought my own little microphone thing. Started big laptop, the white one, the big head.
Right.
Started my thing, and then now getting pretty.
Okay, cool. Now I want to find out something from you. Music is in a very interesting space. In fact, we almost collectively call it an urban space, right? Urban music. There's a lot of things that filter into it. What would your definition of urban music be? Would you say you might be that guy, or do you have other references, or?
I think I think I might be that guy. I don't mean to sound.
Okay,
I never ever do that ever in my life. I never say, yo, my music is dope. This actually feels weird.
You should.
But like looking at all the feedback, like it's always positive feedback flooding my timeline. So I guess it's like from different age groups. That's what amazes me the most. Like I got a tweet like a couple of days ago. This guy was talking about how his son looks up to me and stuff. So if he has a son that looks up to me, he's pretty mature. He's pretty old. Yeah. So it's like it was pretty dope, man. It was. So I guess, because like all the young people could vibe to it, dance to it. The twisted people could also listen to it and relate to it.
Because a lot of people can relate to it.
Yeah, the conscious people could also listen to it because I have like different dimensions to my music. I don't like to make like one type of sound.
Okay, I like that.
So I guess so. I don't know, I guess.
And how much of what everybody else does influences yours?
None.
Zero.
Well, you hear it, that's it?
Oh, no, I mean, I don't hear Young Thug.
Oh yeah, it's like I was like making an example. Someone actually asked me, it was like, yo, it's weird how you listen to Young Thug and you rap like this. It's like this when they take primary school kids to a prison, right? They're exposing them to all the dangers, that bad, and they're like, don't do that, smack on the wrist, whatever. That's what I listen to. It's dope, it's nice to dance to, whatever. But I always remind myself not to ever sound anything like it at all.
Okay.
So it's like, I use that as like a guideline, like where I am. Like if you listen too much of yourself, you might not know who you're starting to sound like. So you sound able just to be aware of what people are really comparing you to.
Okay, I dig that.
Yeah.
Quick one, if you had to describe yourself the way you wanted somebody to describe you, what would you say?
Dedicated.
Full stop.
Full stop. I don't know
That's
go
it.
any further, yeah. Because that goes all around.
Okay.
With everything.
All right.
Everything.
Okay, I can dig that.
Yeah.
Price City mixtape out the way. What's next for Nasty C is 2016, so you gotta give us more heat.
Yeah, definitely. I got more songs coming. Like on the 10th, I think I'll drop like a deluxe version of the tape.
Okay. Oh wow, I'll look out for that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
like
cool.
replace like 5 songs, something. And then obviously this year I'm working on my first album, which is sounding okay.
Okay.
For now.
Just okay.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to say you're dope.
Because I don't want to say it. But yeah, like the feedback from all the people that like VJ recently tweeted, and I was like, damn, VJ, don't do that. He tweeted like I played it for him. I was like, yo, what do you think?
Okay.
And he was like, yo, it's pretty dope. You're onto something. So I'm like focusing a lot on that. As I've been up here like Joburg, but I haven't been out. So I'm like focusing.
Stay away from the clubs.
And you hear that? What did you say?
I'm just playing. Okay, cool. So we're looking forward to the deluxe that's going to drop on the 10th. I definitely want to hear that. And actually, congratulations. You've done exceptionally well for a person who's technically only been here for a year. That's quite incredible. You should own that a lot. Nasty C, you'll never change that, right? You won't like...
Nah, I can't. It's too late now.
It's too late. You made too much noise.
Yeah.
We're attached to you now.
And it's silly but memorable. That's what I like.
It is. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much for hanging out with me.
Thank you so much for having me.
Man.
Good to see you.
First show when you're here. There's so many rappers who've been here for so long that actually want to sit where you're sitting.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Shout out.
Thank you,
You did the
thank
thing.
you so much.
You did the thing.
Thank you.
All right, cool.